So apologies for the late video here. I was in a spot where I was bouncing around with a bunch of different games. Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, New Jersey, and of course, Detroit, Tampa Bay. I unfortunately did not have the immediate access to go through each of these games side by side on a television program. I had to do some extra weaving through hoops to find access to some of these hockey games, but still, today we are talking about the Red Wings and how they had just defeated King Kucherov. Now that is a tagline, King Kucherov, that we had used on this channel before in a game about a year ago when the Vancouver Canucks defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it was a really big deal, and I think Besser might have gotten a hat trick or something in that contest. But Nikita Kucherov is one of the best players in the NHL. He is a top 3 scorer in this hockey league right now, and quite frankly, he is one of the more underratedly dirty players in the game. When you think about the ratio of guys who happen to be really good and guys who also happen to be dirty, there's a fine line between the two. You've got superstars and you've got dirty players, but I would argue that Nikita Kucherov is one of the dirtiest, best players in the NHL. And even in this game against Detroit, we had seen a lot of that on display right here. The Wings have defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-0, shutting out one of the most feared teams in the entire National Hockey League. Cam Talbot take a freaking bow, a one-on-one matchup against Andrei Vasilevskiy, and the Wings and Talbot come out on top. Tampa Bay had 28 shots in this game to Detroit's 31. The only goal that goes in by a goaltender is Marco Kasper's 1-0 marker in the second period. The other goal, the 2-0 goal, Michael Rasmussen, that was an empty net goal, so that didn't even beat Vasilevskiy. Both goaltenders really stood out in this one, but what also stood out to me was the Red Wings and their resiliency. Not just in the game, of course, because this game was filled with its fair share of chances. The Wings won 2-0, but it was pretty much split down the middle, I would say, in terms of expected chances and in terms of high-danger quality opportunities. The Lightning, of course, at the end there, had a big burst of offensive productivity, and they tried to beat Cam Talbot. They just couldn't. Rasmussen gets the empty net goal, and everything is sealed up. Okay, great, but Nikita Kucherov. Nikita Kucherov on that empty net goal play. What are you doing? What in the world are you doing? I get he's trying to stop the play, whatever, you gotta do everything you can, but buddy, the guy had an empty net in front of him. He was going to score. And it's not even Kucherov was trying to block the goal or whatever. Kuch, whacks at the guy's legs, causing him to fall into the goal. That was so dangerous. Could have been really, really bad for Rasmussen had he just fallen a different way. Not to mention all the extracurriculars from Kucherov. We had seen already some controversy around the NHL with the Connor McDavid situation and Connor Garland. Oh, look at that. The NHL doesn't want star players in the game. They're not doing their best to ensure that star players stay in the game. Look at this dude. Okay, Connor McDavid gets a suspension for a suspendable play. What was this? Nikita Kucherov has been one of the more subtly dirty players in the NHL the past little while. He's great, don't get me wrong. Absolute wizard with the puck. He makes passes, he makes dangles, he makes plays that very few players in the world can even think about doing. But he also does crap like this. And on top of the elbowing, he was on Larkin for a while, and that was really discomforting to watch. This is a guy who needs to be stopped, and for the Red Wings, at the very least, they stopped him by not allowing him to get any points. But I wonder what happens next time the Red Wings play off against the Tampa Bay Lightning. When's the next time they play the Lightning? It's Saturday, February 8th. So all you gotta do is wait 2 weeks for the Lightning and Red Wings to have this rematch. I wonder what Kucherov is going to be greeted with. Not saying that the Red Wings have it in their best interest to just fight him or whatever. I don't really think that is going to do much. Kucherov wouldn't fight anybody, but send a message, I don't know. Just try to make it so that it's a lot more difficult for him to do his job. And maybe even give him a taste of his own medicine. I don't know, of course you'd have to try to get away with it, but still, this is one of the things that I think hockey has over some other sports, the policing of the game, and how legal it is at times to do things like this. Of course, within reason, but still. Let's talk about the actual goal that was scored here. The game winner by Marco Kasper, 9:55, halfway mark of the entire hockey game in the second period. The Red Wings have the puck in the neutral zone. They break it back in. JT Compher strides down over to the left side. It's fed back to the point. Trying to go back over down low. Shot towards the goal, and it's Marco Kasper right in front who tips it. Really good directional tip there. The puck was probably going wide, and Kasper redirects it towards the goal, and Vasilevskiy not able to stop it. That was a really clutch goal for me because I kind of needed the goals here in my Cats League, and Kasper is one of my underrated gem pickups from last week. The Red Wings, though, aside from this goal, had quite a few good notes about this game. The defensive structure and Cam Talbot making the saves that he did. Crowd atmosphere was great. Lots of good individual plays out of some of the younger dudes. Of course, Kasper had the game-winning goal, but I am seeing a lot of people praising Albert Johansson from this game. Soderblom still looking to make an impact here. It's tough to go up against one of the juggernauts in the NHL, but some of the best players in Point and Kucherov and Hedman and Gensel, too. You gotta remember that guy's on Tampa Bay. But ultimately, I think the biggest thing that people will be walking away from with this game is that Nikita Kucherov thing, and especially because it happened, like, at the end, right? Of course, these situations that happen at the very end of the games will be the freshest things in your mind when you rethink about this contest, but still, Nikita Kucherov, man, that's gotta be a highlight. Him chopping down Rasmussen as the goal gets scored. And it wasn't even like, yeah, he's trying to stop the play. You know that goal was already going to go in. There was no reason for Kucherov to do that, but he's going to do it. He's Kucherov. He's elbowing Larkin. He's going out there and doing his subtle plays to knock people off of their game and knock people off of their skates. It gets dangerous, man. He's a dirty player. I'm pretty sure Mick said it himself on the Red Wings broadcast. I actually, honest to goodness, I was thinking about making another duel video, a Red Wings and Montreal recap game thing video, because we did that last time, and it actually did work out pretty well. A lot of people were happy with that sort of video style, but I didn't want to make the video right away because Montreal was in the midst of an overtime contest against New Jersey. They ultimately lost, so that's why we're talking about Nikita Kucherov and the Red Wings here in this one. So I guess this will only focus on the Red Wings fan base and those who are interested in talking about this Wings and Bolts game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Nikita Kucherov's dirty slash and takedown on Michael Rasmussen. Any other notes about Kucherov from tonight's performance that you wanted to talk about? Obviously, he had scored 0 points in this one. All the Lightning players did, so that's a positive result. Red Wings win this one 2-0 off of a Kasper goal and a Rasmussen goal. They're back in the dub column, they're stringing things together, they're doing it all without Patrick Kane, and I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you think. The show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go out there and use our affiliate page in the description to get some free months on your VPN and save some money. You'll also be helping out the channel in the process. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Zayne, and bye.